Black women lose their mind after TV mogul pitches this new show concept.
It's that type of energy, but it's with the talent that you love to see on Zeus. So, and it's really, that's why we put verses right in the middle. We talking about everything, everything that could collide. We gonna see. We going natural versus BBL. We going light, dark skin. We going East Coast versus West Coast.
Hey man, we might have to get.
Black women called for Nick Cannon to cancel the show, even though, as I will show, the Zeus Network brand fits perfectly with this type of show. So what's the real issue with the dark skin versus light skin concept? It started out with them making lots of comments like this. They were deep in their feelings, all they life they had to fight. One person asked, how are grown people really doing this? But the Zeus Network is already the home of this type of content anyway. These are the same people that keep Krishan Rock and Sukihana on TV. 2 seasons of this ridiculous show. A lot of those videos you see going viral of women throwing hands and snatching weave is on the Zeus Network. But this is dividing us? They're not trying to cancel none of this stuff, but this is a bridge too far. They talking about fake butt versus BBL, BBW versus Slim, and I don't know what this is. Real woman versus fake. Never mind. But you see the type of programming going on here. The fact that the BBWs are willing to run that race, well, they're not running anywhere, but they're willing to get in there and compete with the slim women. So they actually had to rebrand the dark skin versus light skin episode to something that pandered to dark-skinned black women. And I'll get back to that in a second, but I gotta point out really quick, the nature of these shows are rooted in ridiculous competitions that nobody has a problem with. Even when you Google what these shows are about, it literally says the show documents the interactions between several young women living together while hosting a series of promotional events which often involve verbal and physical altercations. You can't even make it one row down their IG without seeing a squabble. But the subtle implication that darker skinned women would have to compete in terms of beauty with the lighter skinned women was a cancelable offense, even though they probably were going to compete in terms of twerking or doing something ratchet that they could actually win at. So for this to be the straw that breaks the hood rat's back, even though the advertisement never said which one was better, it shows that the majority of their complaints about colorism are mostly internal, and I can guarantee most men don't have a problem with any of these women that I'm putting on the screen. So they modified it to this: dark-skinned goddesses versus caramel goddesses. And it was more accepted with subtle complaints, but all the big complaints about how this divides the community slowly faded away. But in order for this to truly go over well for black women, I think Nick Cannon is going to have to add at least 2 more dark-skinned baby mamas to the roster in the next 2-3 months. If you like this video, you definitely like this video. Tap the box.